Trying to mess with the collective. We're gonna go ahead and get right into this. Once again, it's very general. Take it how it resonates. All right, but yeah, collective, y'all got somebody here who is trying to get in y'all energy. All right. It's like, you know how when somebody got like some real bad spirits, not bad, excuse me, old spirits or old entities. Like, I don't know if y'all ever know this or y'all dealt with like older spirits or older entities and shit like that, or when they come from an older legion, or like they come from a certain bloodline, or like behind a certain trait or sin or whatever. You have to welcome them in. All right, but it's like, for some of you guys here, it's like there's a spirit, all right, that is mad that you have like you've gotten rid of it, or you've blocked it out your energy, or somehow it does not have access to you. But like they're using another person. They're using another person, collective, to like have access to you. But it's like even that's not even working, and the spirit is like, it's going crazy and shit. Like, y'all know how y'all be watching them scary movies and shit, and like the people who like first they be crawling like this, then they turn upside down doing all that stuff, and they be crawling around and shit. It's like this is how the spirit is. It's like because they're upset. They're upset the fact that they can't like gain access to your threshold. So your threshold could be like your mind, your thoughts, your dreams. This could also be like Silent Hill could be a significance. This could also be like your home, gaining access to your home, to your energy, or even to your body. All right, and I feel like you have this spirit that's very mad, and in turn, whatever the person that they're using for Wands energy in reverse is really mad. Eight of Wands reverse, because for some of you guys, maybe you're blocked communication. So you could have somebody blocked. Maybe you're not talking to them, you're not dealing with them, you're not texting, calling, none of that stuff. And for us, you guys here, 4 Wands energy reverse, maybe you've moved out from this person, you've cut them off, you're no longer dealing with them, y'all no longer in a relationship, you're no longer their friend, or like somehow you have destroyed the foundation, destroyed the access point, destroyed the portal in some kind of way, collective. Yeah. And I feel like here, what do we got? We have the 7 of Wands energy in the Lover's card. I feel like this entity or this spirit was not expecting this 7 of Wands energy with the Lover's card reverse, because they could have been using a loved one, okay, that you could have had to cut off or stop fucking with them with the Queen of Swords energy. See how big her sword is, whether you're man or female. But I feel like this entity or this spirit thought you wasn't going to be able to do this. Like for some of you guys here, you may be familiar with Samurai Jack. I'm remembering there was this one episode where like Samurai Jack ended up meeting this lady that I think he liked her. They ended up being friends or doing missions together or fighting the bad guys together, but she ended up being taken over by the guy that he was trying to vanquish, his nemesis, whoever the guy was, the green guy in Samurai Jack. And she ended up being taken over by this pure evil, and the girl was like, I know this is happening, oh my god, you have to kill me before it fully takes me over, because if it fully takes me over, that's it, so you have to kill me or sacrifice me. All right. So for some of you guys here, that also could be a thing to where like I'm also getting somebody could have been hyper aware, or with this entity being hyper aware, I feel like the last encounter or encounters with this person, whoever this person is, they became hyper aware that they were being used by this spirit or by this entity, collective. All right, I'm telling you, yeah, 8 of Pentacles answer is yes. They became hyper aware, okay, with the 2 of Pentacles energy, that they're being used by this entity, and it was attaching to them, or it had like intertwined with them, and they only had a limited amount of time. All right, and I feel like what's going on with the 2 of Pentacles energy, yeah, 3 of Swords reverse, I feel like this person could have tried to warn you to like keep your head of the game, to get rid of them, or like when they were deceiving you or causing you harm or pain or whatever it is, it's like they weren't doing it intentionally. 4 of Pentacles, they could have been trying to hold back from you, or cut you off, or ghost you, whatever it is, but it's only because 2 of Swords, they seen what was going on, or they knew, Empress card energy, what was actually going on here. All right, and I feel like whoever this person is, yeah, 2 of Cups and the 2 of Wands energy, like that's the only thing they could do to control it. But now I feel like, now you have control, and maybe you have cut this person off for your own good, or you have to sacrifice the connection you had with this person, whether it was platonic, romantic, whatever it is. I feel like this spirit or this entity is so fucking upset with y'all. It's so fucking upset because it did not expect y'all to do that with the King of Wands energy. All right, I'm hearing they wanted to have precedence over your life, or precedence over something regarding you. But I feel like 8 of Pentacles, now the entity is trying to work to see 3 of Wands energy, how they can, distract you, how they can get your attention, how they can get you to welcome them in or welcome this entity or this energy in again. And you guys could also be fasting. All right, yeah, Queen of Pentacles energy and the Seven of Cups. So you could be going down a different road, choosing a different person, a different option, a different friend, a different something than you would usually do. Because whoever this entity is, whatever entity this is, it feels as if like it knows you're doing through, it knows what you're going to do, what you're saying, what you're thinking, what you're whatever, but you've been surprising it. All right, with the Ace of Swords energy, the answer is yes. With clarity, courage, and conviction with the Strength card and the Page of Cups. So it's like this entity is trying to find some type of new way to deceive you with the Sun card, because with the Sun here, it's like everything is being exposed, or this entity has been exposed. Okay, collective, with the Justice card and the Ten of Swords, and I feel like they can't tell the truth, but more important, the truth is already out. Five of Swords. So even if they think you're not paying attention with the High Priestess in the spiritual and in the physical, this entity is, I'm telling you, the entity is trying to charge in, but they can't. They're trying to be sly, slick, and deceptive, but they can't. They throwing it in motherfucking moody ass hissy fit. You could be seeing the angel number 555. This is definitely their message for you, but you may not even know this or know that this is going on. Five of Pentacles energy. But I feel like, yeah, this entity feels out in the cold or locked out. This could also be, you also going to know if this entity is trying to use other people, because they're going to strictly want to come to your house. For somebody here, you're gonna have people here who strictly want to come to your home, come to your house, get in your car. The Nine of Cups reversed, and it's like as soon as you tell them no, or you don't let them do this, Ace of Cups energy, it's like they kind of get upset or angry. They feel some kind of way, or they got some choice words they want to tell your ass. All right, regardless if you've known them for a while or if you're single or whatever. Three of Cups energy. This entity is using multiple people or body jumping. All right, try to figure out if I can use this person, this person, this person, this person. And for some of you guys here, you kept going up against this entity, and I feel like you finally got that motherfucker with the Queen of Wands energy. That's what really hurts the most. But that's what I'm getting here. So please be aware of like who you're allowing in your space, because I feel like you can have people here who are like out in the cold. You ain't deal with them, you ain't fuck with them, you cut them off, whatever. But like if you already dealt with that person, and like whatever entity, whatever the person's entity was using before, they're gonna try to revert back to the past or revert back to things that are familiar to make you break. To make you unfocused, to make you welcome them into your mind or your home, your mind, your emotions, or your home. The Eight of Swords is the mind. Swords is communication. Swords is the mind. Four of Wands is like, you know, places, environments, homes, you know, work situations, even friendships, okay? Gossip, or like, you know, what people are saying or projecting onto you is of significance here. If you accept that or allow that shit. All right, so please be aware of this here, because whoever this entity is, this entity has like a passive aggressive behavior energy. It's like this is how they're acting, this is how they come off, or this is how people come off when they're dealing with an entity, or they have an entity like, you know, attached to them in some kind of way. But I'm telling you, this entity is on its last leg right now, collective. I'm telling y'all, that's what it is. What's the next? Hold on, I wasn't none on that card. Let's pull another card. Yeah, I feel like rejecting you and abandoning you here. So if people was rejecting you and abandoning you, this entity is making them do that. Okay, but more importantly, this is how this entity is feeling now, because you rejected them or abandoned them. Also, there could be some type of internet beef, chaos, receipts, drama, people screenshotting your shit or whatever it is, trying to get a rise out of you, because that's what this entity is wanting, because you're not letting it, you know, you're not giving it permission to have precedence over your life. You're protected. All right, for some of you guys here, somebody also could be trying to commit some type of organized crime, or there's a pattern of somebody committing organized crimes while dealing with this entity or trying to get you involved in them. All right, you need to listen to your body and your mind right now. Is this trustworthy? For some of you guys here, this entity may even try to get people to arouse you and get you ready to have sexual intercourse, or people from your past, or new people as well too. All right, because maybe that was a way to deepen the bonds between you and the people or the entity, because it's like it would come traveling through sex. All right, that could be a significance. But also for some of you guys here, if you're a reader or you're an energy person, you're going to have somebody who wants you to come and read them, but they notice entities in their energy, so you're going to encounter it or go through some type of spiritual warfare when you encounter this. This could be somebody who likes anime, all right, specifically okami, okay, or anime period. All right, don't have to be, could be any sign, but yeah, no man's land. This entity is feeling like it's out in the cold, like there's nothing or nobody they can do that they could, you know, use against you. All right, you're in the spiritual war right now, but you need to stay ready. Or, you know, are you ready? Your body's going to tell you if you're ready. All right, but yeah, don't feel like you're being over dramatic here, or you could realize somebody's being overly dramatic, or you could feel this way if you're telling them no, or telling them, I don't really fuck with that, I'm not going to read you, you're not entertaining this, you're not whatever. It's because this entity is getting so fucking upset because you're not feeding it. You're not feeding into the shit. You're not allowing it into your space, your energy, your mind, or have precedence over you, your life, or things around you. Okay, so please be aware of this, collective.